Marina, my name is Sarah. I'm the one who's been talking to you all along, so face to the name. How are you? So what I'm going to do,
I'm very
good. I'm going to go around to all the schools that we have on the screen, and they're going to introduce themselves, and then we get a little introduction from you and what you're all about, and then they can do their little interview if that's okay.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
Super. So we will go up to, I go by what's on my screen. Can we go up to Grania and St. Patrick's, please?
Hi.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi. Who's with us today?
We've got Nikki, Sophia, Madison, Alex, and Brandon.
Hi, Brandon. Hi, guys. How is everyone?
Hi.
Hi. And then we will go to Arklow, to Linda. Linda, who have you got with you in Arklow?
Hi there, Sarah.
Hi.
We have Arian and Ryan and Sophia and Aiden.
Hi, everyone. How are you all today? Are we all good? Hi. And then we'll go to Waterford, down to Sam. Sam has no children with her today, but Sam has popped on with a question from the children. So would you like to introduce yourself, Sam?
Hi, I'm Sam, and I'm from the Waterford Ray Sunshine.
Perfect. And whereabouts in Waterford are you located, Sam?
In a little town, Dungarvan.
Dungarvan. Lovely. Thank you, Sam. And then we will go to Shannon and Darren there. I think Shannon's there, are we? With all the guys. Hi.
Hi. So we have Senan, Eli, Keela, and Keris.
Hi, everyone. And these guys are all from the Gael School. Hi, guys. Everyone's hi. We're going to get away from everyone. Very good. And then we will go to Katie. Who's Katie got with her today?
Hi, Marina and Katie. I actually went to your first after school course with Amanda. Do you remember?
I can't see you behind the mask, but yeah, of course
Yeah.
I
I'm with Amelia.
Hi. Hi, Amelia. And then we will go to Kirsty and the old Abby. Hi, Kirsty. Who's with you guys today?
Hi, I'm Kirsty, and this is Ethan, Dara, Theo, Dara, Gabby, Julia, Bernadette, Sam, Terry, and Brianna.
Very good. We have a lot of guys here today. Hi, guys. Well, and I'm Sarah, so I'm one of the area managers. So, and everybody knows my face, I think, at this stage. So hello, everybody. So Marina, would you like to introduce yourself and let us know a little bit about you?
You just cut out then, but I think you said introduce yourself. Yeah,
yes, please, if you don't mind. Thank you.
I'm Marina, and I live near Brighton in the south of England. And yeah, that's me. But I could say a little bit about what I do. Would you like me to do that? Yeah.
Yes,
so I work. I'm lucky that probably maybe 3 days every week I go into the woods and sometimes the beach and sometimes the parks, and I work with lots of children outdoors, playing and making things and all sorts of things like that. That's kind of what I do and what I love to do.
It sounds like lots of fun.
Yeah.
It sounds like great fun.
It is lots of fun.
No, it sounds like it.
And I don't sit down like we are all sitting. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, no, I used to work in a forestry outdoor after school, preschool full day care as well, and it is a lot of fun. You just have to make sure you have the right clothes for the weather.
You certainly do, yeah, that's right. And then I suppose I also teach people how to do it. That's the other thing I do. Yeah, and I do that in Ireland as well, which is why I guess I've been invited. So I come to Ireland usually 2 times a year, but we haven't been able to do that this year, but we usually come and we teach people how to take groups of children outdoors.
That sounds great. Katie, I think, had the pleasure of learning how to do all of that from your lovely expertise. So we will go then to the guys in St. Patrick's with Grania and Brandon, and they can ask their question for you.
What is the advantages of having a forestry after school, if any?
Well, I think one of the good things is that you don't have to sit down, so you can run around and have a lot of fun, and you can learn lots of things by doing that. So what the scientists tell us now is that actually when we move around, our bodies are learning lots of things. And so I think there's so many good things, but I would like to hear what you think about that as well. What do you think is a good idea? What's good about being outdoors after school? What do you think? Can I ask that question?
Can. Would you like to answer that, guys? What's your favorite part of being outdoors and outside after school?
Going out and having fun.
Exactly, having fun. So that's definitely one benefit.
Does
Definitely.
anybody else want to answer that? Does anybody else know if there's any other benefits that they like to do when they go outdoors after school or before school sometimes, if it's the summertime? You want to put up your hand?
No.
Oh, I think we'll go to Arklow. I think somebody has an answer there that they'd like to give us.
Before school, I like to play with my friends.
There we go.
Exactly.
And I like to play with my sister, who's right beside me right here.
Oh, that's nice.
And
yeah, exactly. You can say another thing. Go for it.
And after school, me and my friend Jack go on cycles around the state or something.
Yeah. So have you learned anything about where you live when you go cycling?
Yeah.
What have you noticed? Yeah, go on. Tell me one thing.
That I have lots of friends there.
Yeah. So one of the benefits of playing after school is really getting to know your friends and sharing like things that you really like together. And that's not just for children, it's also for adults, isn't it? We like going and being with our friends. And actually we can learn a lot about each other when we hang out together. That's what I would say. Good answer. Really good. Thank you for doing that.
Very good.
Next question.
Guys, because now that we're in Arklow, do you guys want to ask your question? Sorry, Lindy, you've just unmuted there. Guys, we can't hear you. Will you press unmute?
No.
There we go.
Is there not enough ash trees left to make hurling sticks?
Wow, God. Well, to be honest, I don't have the answer to that, but because I've never made a hurling stick. So I actually don't know the answer to that. But what I do know is I think you're talking about a situation that some of the trees have a disease, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So some of the trees are some of the ash trees are a bit sick, so they've been cut down, right? And so I guess the things that were made of ash trees are hard to make, but I'm hoping that you could still make hurlings from other trees. But do you want to tell me what that is? Because that's a really good question. What's a hurling? Is it something you play with, or is it something you make a fence with?
Who would like to answer that question? What's a hurl, guys? Go to Arklow there, we have hands up. Do you want to
A hurling stick.
And what a hurling stick? Do with a hurling stick?
What do you do with it?
A hurling stick is to play sport called hurling. Sport called hurling, and in hurling you're meant to. I can't remember. I don't even play hurling.
Is it like golf, do you think?
Yeah, it's kind of like golf.
It's okay.
Great. Well, that's a great question. I think that there may be other trees that we can use to do that. That's what I think. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
I'm going to go and look it up afterwards. I'm going to investigate what is
have
this
a look.
game.
Go on YouTube.
Maybe I can start playing. Yeah, I will.
Sam in Waterford, would you like to give us a question?
The children want to know what are the benefits of forest schools?
Hmm. Well, you've already said two things, because you already said about having fun, and then you've already said about playing with your friends, and sometimes we put big words about that, saying social skills. So that means we learn to talk to each other, and sometimes we don't think the same as each other, but we learn to find ways of, you know, having different ideas together. So I think that's really important. And then some people talk about risks, and that's interesting, because I think, for example, at forest school you can climb trees or maybe run, and you might slip, all these. So you learn to kind of feel a bit confident and try things that you wouldn't normally try.
Yeah.
And that teaches you a bit about confidence. So that's the other thing. And believe it or not, also you can do things like maths and English and science outdoors in forest school, but you don't have to do it, but you suddenly learn, you can learn things about numbers and stories when you're outdoors. So that's another benefit.
Perfect.
And yeah, lots of benefits, but I think having fun is probably really the most important.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank
so
you.
much, Sam. Thank you,
Thank
Marina.
you.
And now we will go to Darren and Shannon and the guys in the Gael School. What would you guys like to ask?
What's your favorite thing about nature?
Oh, my favorite thing. I'm going to say the trees, actually. If I have to choose one thing, I think my favorite thing about nature is that you can be outside and see loads of different things, but also I just like it feels very relaxing for me when I'm outside. So that's kind of my favorite feeling. And it feels like sometimes if you're indoors with lots of people, it can feel a bit tiring sometimes. And I like to go outside and relax. So I think relaxing is my favorite thing about being in nature and having fun.
Thank you.
What do you have a favorite thing? Do you have a favorite?
What's your favorite one? Seeing the animals outside?
Seeing the animals. Yeah, I did put out some animals behind me today because I put out my animals. Can you see those animals?
Yeah.
So luckily we don't have the big scary wolf anymore, but we used to have it, and they would have eaten all those animals. But because the wolf isn't there, we've got all these animals. I love the animals too, but the thing is, you have to be really, really quiet if you're going to see the animals, because they get a bit scared. But you can see birds, can't you? Because they're in the tree. Yeah, that's a great question. You like the animals? Yeah, me too. You're welcome.
Well done, guys. Thank you. And then we will go to Katie and Holy Rosary. Katie, what questions have we got?
Hi. Do you think that every school should do forest after school?
Yeah, I think that every school should let children play outdoors. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be always after school, but I think every school should do that. And I think that would be the best. And I don't think everybody has to do it, but I think there should be a choice. So if you want to do it, that you can do it. Yeah, I really think if I had a wish, I would wish that for every school across Ireland.
Very good.
Thanks, Marina.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then we will go to Kirsty in the Old Abbey. Kirsty, what question have your bunch got for us today? Maybe they can't hear us. Okay, we'll go to Stephen and Ashford then while we're waiting for Kirsty to get back online. Hi, Stephen. Stephen, who have you got with you today?
Hi, how's it going? This is Daniel, and he's going to ask the question today.
What's your
Hi,
favorite
Daniel.
thing to learn out in nature?
Well, I love doing fire, making fire. So, but I particularly like fire because in a way, every time you do it, it's different. But I like fire because I like to cook. So one of my favorite things is just to make a little fire and then to cook things. So maybe pancakes or something else like that. What about you? What's your favorite thing to do?
Fires too.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree because they're so, you have to be careful, of course. You can't do it everywhere, but I like sitting down and watching a fire too. Yeah.
Nature TV.
That's what I say. Yeah, I agree.
Thank you very much.
And
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Now, Kirsty and the guys in the Abbey, can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, could you guys want to give your question, please?
Yeah.
How do you have school outside when the weather is bad?
Ooh. Well, I'd say two things is that I know how to build shelters. So I know how to build maybe 3 kinds of shelters. One with wood and leaves, which we don't really do that much just if the weather is really bad. But I also know how to put up a shelter with a material, like a tarp, a piece of material. So that protects me. I feel that if I can do that, then I feel that I'm protected. So that's one thing. And then the second thing is, I've learned to wear lots of different layers of clothes. So sometimes I have a t-shirt, then another t-shirt, then a shirt, then a jumper, then a coat, and then a hat. So yeah, I just keep cozy really. And if I'm cozy and my feet aren't wet, unless I want them to be wet, I think that's what I do. Yeah, with the weather. If that was the question, I think it was, right?
Yep. Thanks.
Yeah. What about you? Do you wear, what do you wear when you go out, or do you not feel the cold?
Does anybody want to answer that, guys? What do you wear when you go outside, or do some people not? Because I know some of you guys don't even want to wear coats because you're never cold. Never.
What do you wear when you go outside?
Coats.
what do you wear when you go outside?
Clothes and
Could you say that again? I didn't hear you.
I'm going to put it in first.
Say it a little bit louder.
I wear
Coats, hats,
coats and
and
hats.
skirts.
Coats and hats.
Very good.
Mm.
Arklow there with one little boy with his hand up, dying to answer the question.
What do you wear when you go
Your
outside?
answer.
Aidan?
You wear a coat.
Do you wear a coat in the summertime?
Do you wear a coat in the summertime?
No.
The thing is that when you go out, if you run around, then you get hot, and then you got to take it off, haven't you? So it depends what you do. I think if you're sitting down and you're not doing anything, and it's middle of the winter and it's snowing, then maybe you need to wear a hat and all the rest of it. But in the summer, I don't think we need to. But you know that. I'm sure you all know that. Good question anyway about the weather, but I go out in any weather. I like all the weather.
Thank you, guys.
I guess the animals do too, right?
Okay.
Huh?
So thank you.
You get
Thank you.
you.
That's fine. Thank you too.
That's great. So Marina, you think there's no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothing? That's what we used to say when we used to get outside, because sometimes when it's raining, it's not raining very heavily. So I mean, we can still go out, which I know a lot of us still do. It's very important to get some fresh air during the day. So I was just wondering, how long do you recommend that we should be outside during the day in between schools and classes and stuff? Do you recommend is a nice time for all of us to get out and get a bit of air?
Well, if I could, I would say at least 2 hours. That would be quite a lot. I would say go out 2 hours at least in the day. But if you can't, I would say even 15 minutes every day, get outside. That's where I would start the day outside, go back in, get back out, go back in. Yeah, but and some people, I mean, some forest schools, they stay out all day. So I guess it really depends on what your school is.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, that's what I would say.
That's fantastic. Well, guys, thank you so much, Marina, for all your time and answering all our questions. It was really, really great, and we learned a lot. And we'd love to have you back on sometime soon when you're free, and we could talk loads more, because I think the cogs have started turning now, and it's very interesting. So we would all like to thank you.
You're very welcome. But I do have one question that I would love you to go and investigate.
Of course. What was that?
Well, I have just found, I've made some pictures like this. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So you can see that that's a bird, and then those are the eggs.
And there's nests.
And that's a bird, and that's an egg, and these are where they lay their eggs in their nest. And I was wondering whether, if you get me back next time, it doesn't matter how long, you can find out something about one bird and maybe the kind of egg that they make.
That's a very good.
Because you could, if you wanted to, because this is the time to do it, you could get some clay and you could make a nest and make some eggs.
That's a very good
idea. So I want to leave you with that idea, because
it will be a lovely
time to do it
for us to do. And what we could do then is keep our little project results and show Marina what we've done the next time we're talking. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, I'd really like that. So you can make lots of eggs and then color them like the real birds. Okay.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Marina. So at the end, what we normally do, Marina, is we all unmute ourselves and we give you a big slán goodbye in Irish. So can everybody unmute themselves, please?
Slán.
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 Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for inviting me.
Bye.
Bye, son.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.